that little Chico Pitbull, Mr. 305, better said Mr. Worldwide. Put it down right now with DJ Anarchy and the Tropical Takeover. Globalization, Channel 13. Dale.
Welcome to the Tropical Takeover show with yours truly, DJ Anarchy. And you already know this is the show where I feature all the hottest artists from all around the globe. And joining me live on today's show, I got Latin R&B pop singer and songwriter LEOS in the building. What's good?
Gang, what's up, man? Thank you so much for having me on the show.
It's truly a pleasure. It's truly a pleasure. No, you are practically like family. I was officially introduced to you last year by Richardine Barty. When you dropped your song Really Suck, I instantly became a fan. Just to let you know, I still play the song up to this day, so it's truly definitely a pleasure to actually finally meet and connect with you.
Yes, same here. Thank you so much for the support.
Anytime. So Polio, where are you based?
Right now I'm based in Los Angeles, California.
Were you born and raised in USA?
Actually, I was born in Mexico, but I was raised in the USA. I came to the United States when I was very young, so the US is like pretty much all I remember. But at the same time, like I had a lot of Mexico in me growing up. Like summers, like 2 months at a time, I would be in Mexico every year. So like I was always, back and forth. So
Polio, give me a little story about your musical journey. How did you get started in music and everything? And at what age did you decide to actually take it seriously?
I've been singing since forever. Yeah, so I've been singing my whole life. My mom taught me how to sing and harmonize, and she taught me how to perform. And then when I was 15, I had started to upload videos for my family. And how we do on Facebook, just for our family to see oh, I learned the guitar, and a bunch of people started sharing it for my school. So I noticed people my age liked it. And not just that, I met my manager right now, Christopher Bush, and he showed me a lot on the business end, and he took me in and helped me develop as an artist. And that actually pushed me forward in my dreams. I feel even more at the same time, sometimes you don't know what your career is going to be. You just be doing stuff for fun. So I feel low-key at all times, I was always doing music, regardless of the career part.
You're pretty young. You're actually 22, and you're doing some major things. You're making some major moves, releasing some quality music, dope visuals and everything, And when I speak about an artist, and about their work, I personally don't like to say it because I feel like I'm going to forget, some key stuff. So for all my listeners tuned in right now, could you talk about some highlights in your music career?
Well, I feel personally, my biggest highlights tend to be working with people that I love. So I got to meet Carlos Santana one year in Las Vegas. I love that because he was the type of person oh, FaceTime your mom, because I told him my mom and me, that's who introduced me to him. So he was cool like that. I met Stevie Wonder once, and I feel connections with people is my biggest memories. And of course shows. I love doing shows, but my most important memories are meeting people that I'm inspired by. I met Kelly Rowland once, Miguel, a couple of artists I never thought I would even be in the same room. When I meet them, I'm damn, you can share that space with people you've been listening to on the radio growing up your whole life.
Do you have any role models, anyone who inspired you in the music industry that you met or want to meet?
Well, in music, I'm always say I'm first inspired by my mom. Even though I wouldn't say singing is necessarily a career, it's a hobby for her, and she always was in a group, in a band, in a salsa band, a trio. She was always doing something in music, dance choreography. If it wasn't that, she always had something going on, regardless. Always had her hand in music, and not just that. I feel my family, my roots in music inspire me. My grandpa, I never met him, but the stories keep it alive for me. I didn't have to meet him. This man's journey spoke for me. He was also an artist. He traveled Mexico, and he was big. He crossed over to Texas. Not a lot of artists back then were doing that. And he taught himself 30 instruments, and so things like that inspire me because it's real. Stuff that happens to other people, that's real too. But for me, what was real growing up, those were my real role models, In
addition to being an artist, I also saw that you're actually a songwriter too, right? So how long have you been writing music professionally, and who have you written for? Have you written for any big names in the industry?
Well, I've been writing since I started singing like Artist Rise. Like at 15, I started writing immediately because like just for me, my manager at the moment when we met, like it just seemed like that was like the bare minimum was like if you're gonna sing, like write it too. So it was always normal. So I didn't even just realize we could just like make a whole different avenue off of that. So Chris helped me with that. He helped me make connections and helped me work with artists for the first time. I worked with some artists in Japan. I've been able to work with artists in Colombia like Jonah Camacho, artists in New York like David Corey. I also have syncs on TV shows like Insecure on HBO. I also I wrote for an artist called Ozzy out of New York, Baby Goth, one of my favorite artists. She's my really good friend.
I heard you mentioned the TV sync about Insecure. Let's talk a little bit about that. How did that come about and how did that happen?
Through connections and working in the industry, people put you in rooms in situations for to make that connection with you. So that's what that was. We were just meeting, we were meeting people at the company. So they decided to bring us into the camp they were having, like, I think it was like the next day or the next week. So it's kind of like, yo, just go meet some people, It wasn't even about like, oh, go get that placement. Like for me, it was more like, let me go meet these people and put my name in there. Like, of course, I'm shooting for the stars, so I didn't want the placement, but it was more about like, for me, connections. So coming in with like less pressure, I feel like maybe low-key helped me. And, they came in, they told us about the episode, specifically about how it's going to be about Thanksgiving, but they're going to go to a Mexican restaurant. So like, I was like, I looked around the room, like I kind of knew everybody there because everybody in songwriting world knows each other. So I'm like, nobody here speaks Spanish. So I'm like, I had to only focus on that one episode. And that's my biggest chance. So I did that. And like, they're like, yeah, let's do yours. I'm like, bet. And actually, I'm not a rapper. And they picked a rap song that I did. And I was like, whoa, are you sure? I was like, you meant to pick the other song that I made? Because I made 2 songs that day. One that was reggaeton pop and one that was rap. So yeah, they picked the rap song. They put it on the show. It was all like fast, easy. I was like, damn, okay. So now I'm on Insecure and I just watch it sometimes now. And I'm like, damn, I love this show. Because I used to watch it before the sync. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'm on the show.
What's the meaning? What's the vibe behind Piensalo?
So the actual meaning is no se piénsalo, means like, I don't know, think about it, literally. But we have like a meme or a saying, like, it's not really funny, but like there's a lot of funny memes with it. It's like, this could be me and you, I don't know, think about it. But so for the most part, you'll see people like holding hands, like, or doing something you want to do with somebody, like laid up cuddling, watching a movie. But there's also those memes where like you're sharing a cup of instant noodles with somebody and you're like, this could be us. I don't know. Think about it. Like, and to me, I saw that original meme with the cup of noodles and I'm like, low key, this gives me like vibes when people talk about like, you got to meet somebody where they're at the moment. Maybe they're not going to be their richest or their best, but you got to be able to see like growth in somebody. Anyway, me, I'm gonna always make something deep. So I made it deep and then I made a song about it. And then I was like, because me and my friends in Spanish say this meme, say this saying. So I was like, let me just put it in a song and wrap it up, call it a day. So I did, and that was actually a while ago now, and I still love the record. So I decided to re-release it actually and push it even bigger and have a new master and put a video behind it. And that video had to be fly, so we put it on some Mars stuff. You know what I'm saying? My guy Juan went crazy on the video. Go watch it if you haven't already.
I saw the music video. And I was instantly blown away because to me, it definitely looked like some Hollywood stuff, like some movie type stuff. I mean, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then, I'm from Houston, and we have NASA and all the space stuff over here. So when I saw, the space suit and everything, I was like, okay.
Yeah, they've never seen a space Mexican.
Yo.
LEOS,
what can we expect from you in the near future?
Bangers. I can't even say the genre. Just bangers. Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. Don't ever limit yourself. Don't put yourself in a box. So any artist listening right now, you'll hear that. Don't limit yourself. Don't put yourself in a box. As Polio say, bangers. What we're going to do right now is I'm going to officially have you introduce it and premiere it to all my listeners right now, live on Pitbull's Globalization SiriusXM channel 13 on the Tropical Takeover show with yours truly, DJ Anarchy. POE, do your thing.
What's up, guys? It's POE, and you're rocking with DJ Anarchy, and this is my new single, Piensalo. Let's go.
DJ Anarchy.